Hello, this video is going to be a short revision video for subject artificial intelligence, mainly for Viva. So the experiment number 1 focuses on piece description and task environment. So the first question might be asked, that is, what is piece? So P stands for performance measure, environment, actuators and sensors. So performance means how the success is evaluated. Environment means everything outside the agent where the agent operates. Actuator means the actions that agent can perform, like the body parts of that agent. Sensors, inputs that agent receives, the parts from which agent receives the sensors. For example, a self-driving car. So performance, the success of self-driving car is evaluated as uh, it reaches a destination safely or not, the time it takes to reach. Environment, the self-driving cars operate where the self-driving car operate, like roads, traffic, weather. Actuators, from the parts from which it performs the actions, like steering, accelerators, brakes. Sensors, cameras, GPS, etc. Peace helps to define the problem clearly and understand how the agent interacts with the environment. So the next question might be asked, that is, what is environment? So an environment is anything outside the agent that agent interacts with is called environment. So the types of environment are fully observable and partially observable. Fully observable means agent can see complete environment at any time. Example, chess means in chess the agent can see whole board and pieces. Partially observable, so agent can see only the part of environment. Example, a driving car, you can't see behind the buildings or the corners. The limited part of environment is visible. So the next type is single agent and multi agent. Single agent means only one agent can act in environment. Example, a single player game. And multi agent means more than one agent can act in the environment. They might be complete or cooperate. Example, multiplayer online game or chess, football, etc. So the next type of environment is deterministic versus stochastic. Deterministic means next state of environment is fully predictable. Example, solving a math equation where the next step is predictable. Stochastic means next state is uncertain or random. Example, rolling a dice, weather prediction, which contains randomness. The next type of environment is episodic versus sequential. So, episodic means each action is independent. Example, image classification, in which every image is separate. Sequential. Sequential means current action affects future decisions. Example, in chess, one wrong move can change the game. The next type of environment is static. Environment does not change while agent is thinking. Example, a crossword puzzle. And dynamic means environment changes with time or while agent acts. Example, self-driving car. The traffic queues keeps moving. The next type of environment is discrete. Discrete means it has limited number of actions or states. An example, chess, in which we have finite moves, and it is not known, it is continuous. So continuous means we have infinite actions or moves. So the next type of environment is known versus unknown. Known means agent knows the rules and result of its action. Example, chess game. And unknown means agent does not know the rules initially. It learns with time. Example, robot in new environment. So the experiment 2 focuses on agent architecture, from which they might ask, what is agent? So agent is anything that perceives its environment through sensors and acts on it through actuators. The next question they might ask is what is agent architecture? So it is design or structure that defines how the agent thinks and acts. There are 5 types of environment. So the first type is simple reflex agent. Simple reflex agent, it acts on current input. Means the example, a vacuum robot turns when it hits the wall. So the second type is model based reflex agent. It uses memory of past states. Example, a robot remembers where it already cleaned. The third type is goal based agent. This agent works to achieve a specific goal. Example, a GPS finds shortest path to the destination. Fourth type is utility based agent. It chooses the best among many options. Example, a self-driving car picks fastest and safe route. It chooses best among many options. And the fifth type is learning agent. It improves with experiences. Example, ChatGPT learns from the data and feedback. Experiment number 3 is about Prolog code. So Prolog means programming in logic. It is used for AI and logical reasoning. So the main parts of Prolog code are facts, rules and queries. Facts describes explicit relationship. Explicit relationship means relationship that is clearly defined. So there are 4 rules that I will explain with a simple example. Home has account number 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So the first rule was name of properties and relationship begins with lowercase. So name of relation or properties that begins with lowercase. The relationship must appear first. In this sentence, account number is the relationship that has appeared first. A period should end a fact. At the end of the prologue code, that must be done by a full stop. So object also begin with lowercase digit or string. So this object also begins with lowercase string or digit. So the third part is goal and queries. So is pizza a food? That is written as question mark hyphen food pizza means food. Pizza is food, and due to this it becomes a question: is pizza is food, and it ends with full stop. The next sentence is which food is a meal and lunch. So we consider food as X. The food is meal and comma means and. Food is lunch means food is meal and food is lunch. And due to this becomes a question and it ends with full stop. So there are signs in prologue code. This means if or implied by. So comma means and this means or. So let's see an example. X is father of Y if X is parent of Y and X is male. So this will be written as relationship will be written as first, which is father. So it will be read as X is father of Y means main object or dependent object will be this, and after that secondary object. X is father of Y, and this means if. Same here also, relationship comes first, main object and secondary object. So this will be read as X is parent of Y and this means and X is male. So the whole sentence will be read as X is father of Y if X is parent of Y and X is male. We will see a simple factorial code in prologue. So we will see first logic. Factorial means if suppose we want 5 factorial, so 5 factorial will be 5 into factorial of 5 minus 1, that is 4, into factorial of 5 minus 2, that is 3, into factorial of 5 minus 3, that is 2, and so on. So the logic is if n is 0, then the factorial of n 0 is 1, else the factorial of n will be calculated as n into factorial of n minus 1. We will discuss code now, and there were, as we discussed, there were two cases. The factorial of 0 was 1 and other was factorial of greater than 0 number. So the base case factorial of 0 is 1, and in recursive case the factorial of n is f if n is greater than 0, and the next step is n1 is n minus 1. Here we call it function recursively, where the factorial of n1 is f1 and f is n into f1.